Next, we will take our edge beveler. We're using a number 4 edge beveler in this case, and we'll bevel all the way around the grain side or the top side of our leather. And now we will turn it over on the back side, and remember the little V cuts we made? We'll start there and do the front and the front edge of the flap only. Where those little marks are, those little V cuts, that's where the gusset will come to, and we will then bevel the inside of that after the gussets are in place. But for now, we'll just do the sides and the end of the flap on the back side. We will also do the top on the other end of this piece, where we will edge bevel both sides. Now we'll do this area and the area around the sides and the flap. We will dampen it, and we will slick those areas with your favorite edge slicker. I prefer to use the Woodenwood. Next, we will punch holes on each side for our stitching, and I'll set my wing divider to 1/8 of an inch, and then I will scribe a line from the top of the front up to where the little notch is. I'll do that on both sides, of course. And now I'm going to start punching with a 3/32 inch punch, and I'll start top of the front, as you can see, and we will punch all the way down until I reach the area where the notch is. I have stamped a simple border around the outside of my piece with a veiner, and that's all of the tooling I'm going to do on here. And now I'm going to use some of the tan gel antique, and I will use that liberally on a piece of sheep wool scrap, and then I'll rub it in, as you can see, making sure I get it down in all of the impressions. And then I will take a folded up good quality paper towel and wipe off all of the excess. Now, it may not all come off, so then what I'll do is get a little bit of water onto my pad, and then, as you can see, a lot more of it will come off. Now, if I want, I can take a sponge, and the sponge will remove quite a bit more. And then I'll take my pad and smooth it out some. Do this on both ends. Now I will also do this on the back. This will not have a lining, so we will cover the back, which will become the inside then. In the same manner. When I get all of the excess off, then I'll turn it over and make sure that I have a clean piece on the finished side. I will also do my belt tab the same way, doing it front and back. I will also cover the edges. And with my paper towel, clean it off, front and back. And we'll put that aside to dry as well. And finally, I will take my gussets and I will make sure I get down in the folds. And clean it off. And I will also do the inside. It is now time to add the hardware to our bag, and the first thing I'll do is set some rivet posts through the holes in the front, as you can see, and then I will add my clasp dart to it. Now with the cap of the rivet, I'll put them in place. And then with the rivet setter, we'll set the rivets. We'll set the other part on the other end of the bag. I'll put one rivet through first. I'll line up the other holes. Put on the cap. And with the rivet setter. Set this one in place, and now we do the same thing with the other two. To give our project a little more of the steampunk look, I'm going to add some steampunk conchos, and I've located them where I'd like to have them. And as you can see, I can press on these and leave a mark, and then I will use those marks to punch holes. Now we'll take the proper size punch and punch. And now we will be able to put our conchos in place and secure them with the screw.